everyone, and welcome to Aspire for Her. In our feature on young working women, today we're talking to Meghna Seshadri. Meghna Seshadri graduated from NYU in 2017 with a degree in biotechnology. She'd done her schooling in Singapore, so she decided to move back to Singapore after her graduation and started her career at a media agency in Singapore as a media planner. Over the next 2 years, she decided to take the leap and move into a new role in a small startup with a bunch of passionate individuals in the media production space. So Meghna, tell me, you graduated with biochemistry. Having graduated with science subjects, what made you choose advertising as a career?
Yeah, thanks for the question and thanks for the introduction. I think going into university, I was really enamored by the lab, by exploring this very systematic and very logical approach to thinking and hypothesizing and testing. But in those 4 years of university, whilst I thoroughly enjoyed it, I realized that it wasn't going to be a fulfilling career for me. So I looked at new avenues to apply that framework of thought that I had learned, and advertising was an interesting avenue to sort of explore that further. So that's why I made the jump from, science to advertising.
So I'm sure you enjoy advertising since you moved there. And so what do you find most interesting about your work and why?
Today I work for a tech-enabled video production company, and we sell to really large enterprises. For example, Hewlett-Packard, Corteva, all these really large companies. And I think the thing I enjoy the most about my role, both when I was in advertising and today, is the ability to meet and get to know people, build, solid relationships with them, get to learn from them. And I think that's what I've enjoyed the most, especially since it's the very beginning of my career. I really want to be able to understand all the different types of roles there are out there and everything that people do.
Okay, so advertising agency, is it going through a lot of digital and technological transformation, I would understand. So what do you think are the challenges and opportunities in this transition that's happening in the industry?
Yeah, I think that's a really great question. I think the greatest challenge for most marketers, most brand marketers, is really embracing digital as the next big thing. It's often really hard for marketers to trace back revenue to their digital ad spends, especially if you're in like the FMCG space. So they really need to embrace it more. And there is a huge opportunity in digital because the mobile penetration rate in this region is so large. So I think if marketers embrace it, then they will have this very powerful touch point with consumers in the market. Given all the data that we have, you can really do one-on-one targeting. You can build a connection with the customer that you really weren't able to do before without digital.
Okay. So as a frontline salesperson, what do you think are the characteristics required for a person to fit into a role like that?
Yeah, totally. I think in my experience, or my brief experience as a frontline salesperson, I think that the most important characteristic is the ability to understand what your customer or client wants. I think then it's about synthesizing that information and then figuring out how your solution fits into that and delivering that value to them. So, in my role, I work with people in HR, I work with the marketing department, I work with L&D teams. So it really is about understanding what they need and how can I tailor my service to support that. And also at the same time, generate revenue for the business that I work for. So
of course, I think that's the main purpose, especially for salespeople, I guess.
Absolutely.
So tell me, so if you have to choose a career or a job, let's say a job which feeds your passion vis-a-vis a job which pays you more, which would you choose and why?
So, I've had this question asked to me before, and it always makes me really, really aware or hyper aware of my own privilege and even, having that kind of choice. When I first graduated college, I wasn't sort of bound by any financial, I graduated debt free. So I didn't really, money was not on my priority list. It was really about kind of finding something that I was potentially passionate in, and just trying something new, really. So I think as time progresses, I might, soon be motivated by money, and then that will change. But yeah, for the next couple of years, it's not going to be money that motivates me. It'll probably be, what am I passionate about?
So you're enjoying yourself, I would say.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what would your message be to a young girl in college who wishes to pursue or look upon advertising as a career?
I think my main message, my main takeaway from the last 3 years of working is that, one, it's okay to fail. It's okay to not be happy. Nobody's first job is perfect. It won't be. I think we're all learning as we go, and we'll make better choices as we progress. But I think the first couple of years out of college are difficult, and it's fine. It'll get better.
Yeah, it is always difficult, I guess. But yeah, it's fun as well. I mean, having a career, pursuing a passion is always a great thing actually to do. So thank you, Meghna. Thank you for being with us, and thanks from Aspire for Her.
Thank you.
And here's a short clip showing Meghna at work.
Hey there, it's Meghna.
And Charlotte.
Your account managers here at Shootsta. We hope you've been safe and well. As the COVID-19 situation develops further in Asia and the rest of the world, we know that you may not be working in your usual environment, and your daily workflow might have changed.
Communicating internally and externally might seem challenging, but remember, you always have Shootsta here to make that easier for you.
Our cloud-based hub enables you to submit your project from anywhere at any time. You don't even need to use a Shootsta kit to film your content.
You can use your phone to film your content from the comfort of your home or from the office.
This series of videos is designed to show you just how easy it is to shoot quality video with your smartphone.
We'll walk you through choosing the right location,
framing your shot,
capturing great audio,
and submitting your footage to edit with Shootsta.
So check out the next few videos for more tips.
And see you around!